You can get around it by uploading with multiple tabs, but they try to upload at the same time, and they end up out of order, which makes it harder to edit for me to check and delete. I'm paranoid about trying to delete videos. OCD and the like. I'm scared I'll make a mistake. I have difficulty believing my own eyes.
Might want to look around some.
So yeah, it just makes things more complicated. Given the question mark, might be over here, might not be. There's really a drowner nest right here in the water. Actually, no, it makes sense it's a drowner. I was thinking of these as normal zombies, but they do have this water affinity thing going on. To be honest, I think the water... no, again, water affinity. Boom, baby. And it's still surfaced anyway. Here's a chest. Another one to my right. Elder folk boots. Oh wait, my gloves still aren't on. The other the pants I just got there are actually better armor, but I dropped them and I have no interest in picking them back up. They were grey, they didn't have stats, you know, it works. I really find that other chest over there. It was outside the circle anyway. Stop just rapidly clicking. There we go. This is it, I presume. Dang it, it's outside the circle. Red. That's just for an enemy. Oh. Guess that's that circle too. The last three are in Skellig. So let's find a signpost.
Heya. How do you like that silver?
Calm down, girls.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Gary.
Oh, this was an abandoned site. Legends claim that a beautiful nymph named Oana once lived in this grove. She fell in love with a young hunter. The man swore to be true to the nymph, but later betrayed her. So they had to punish him by casting a spell on the spirit, which wanders the grove to this day. Nymph, alright. Remember what it said. So ye have 3 Path of Exile playthroughs coming in your future. When I say playthroughs, it's a little limited. I'm not covering map content. The one character that got to it was not built for it, and so struggled and I lost interest. The next character got into Act 3 and I lost interest quite quickly. The third character is just after getting into Act 3 and I am losing interest. I might be, I might get her into Act 4, but let's not hold out too much hope. Do you like the music here? So yeah, you do have that coming in your future. When? No clue. But you do. Actually, Path of Exile Betrayal is coming directly after this. The one after that will be Legions, and that's coming sometime thereafter. Legions might be... Legions might be... let me think. Post my Grim Dawn playthrough, and maybe something else. Not sure. I've started a few projects. I've started a few different things, and I haven't finished them. Like I've Dragon's Dogma started, Shadow Mordor started, and Spellforce. I'm not sure what slot I'm putting in. I think in my Grim Dawn playthrough I said I was going to put in this slot, but I'm not sure right now. But yeah, a few things after starting, haven't finished them, and I can't remember which started when, and you know, all this. So I'll have to check. But yeah, after Witcher, it's Path of Exile Betrayal, then Grim Dawn, Ritualist. After that, and that's as in the combo class I use. It's not some weird spin-off. After that, I'm not entirely sure. There's Shadow Mordor, Legions, Dragon's Dogma, and Metamorph. There may or may not be something else mixed in there as well. really want to level up this sword, but I never get the chance to. Crumpled letter. Dear sir, you're kind enough to share with me your doubts concerning the contract. You made it clear you believe it impossible for a man to turn into a necker. You even drove the point home with a humorous comparison, saying, I believe, same as a pig won't turn into a horse, that even you strap a saddle on it and then call it Black Beauty. It is entirely possible you're right, but if there exists even the shadow of a chance my son has been imprisoned in the body of that monster, that some spell curse has done this to him, then I will not rest until I try every possible way of helping him. That is why I would ask you to refrain from further attempts at humor, keep your doubts to yourself. Instead, channel these energies towards doing the job for which you shall be paid. Catch the necker and collect your gold. The rest should not interest you. Respectfully yours, Robert de Mur. Well, it could be a curse. We just saw a woman forcibly transformed into, cursed from birth to become a bird. You know, what a fit bird she is. You know, it's not that out there. Looks rather bloody. Oh, what's up? Dear Sir Robert de Mare, thank you for sending a bill of exchange in advance for your understanding. If I gave out advice for free, I would very quickly run myself out of business. You wrote that your son went missing while on a voyage. That near the place where he was last seen, there now works a necker who wears a tattered shirt with your son's monogram sewed on it. You asked if it was possible that this necker was your son, transformed by some spell. After consulting the relevant literature, it pains me to inform you that your hypothesis is highly improbable, and there exists a much simpler and more likely explanation. Contrary to popular belief, neckers are a sapient species, like forest trolls, will at times decorate themselves with pigment or scraps of human garments. One can with some confidence surmise that this necker killed your son, tore up his shirt, and then donned it or some fragment thereof. While that is the most likely case, one cannot be certain. Though I have not heard of any curse capable of turning a man into a necker, I cannot rule out the possibility of its existence. In order to find out if the above-mentioned necker is truly a creature born of curse, the tattered shirt it wears must be taken from it, torn into shreds and burned. The shirt's ashes then mixed with dimeritium dust. If the resulting substance changes color, it will confirm your hypothesis. If the experiment I've described returns a positive result, please write me. I will gladly undertake further experimentations meant to find a way to lift this curse. For additional payment, of course. Greetings, Klaus Killerman, Magister Aribus Occitanius. So the guy believed his son was transformed into a necker. But it's probably not the case. It says relic and I can't help but be interested. Scaled to meet my level, even though... Is this like old content?
Might want to look around some.
Ah, the chest is outside. Alright. Seemingly. Oh, you know Ermin. Ermine, or whatever. He's Mousesack, the guy mentioned in the first episode of Witcher. In the first game of Witcher. remember the gambling partner mentioned by the druid in the swamp? That's Ermin. Ermin, or the guy we met in Skellig. The head shaman here, head druid here. Why he's called? They switch between that naming, I have no idea, but they do.
Let's go.
Hold on. Heya. No interest, sorry. Terrorize a few villages first. But anyway, yeah, the guy Mousesack has appeared in the game, just under a different name. Why he's called on different, I have no clue. But there you go. It looks like you're guarding this treasure. There we go. Or you were. Anyway, but yeah, Mousesack is Ermin, the druid guy here, and yeah, for whatever reason they decided to call him something else when it came to Witcher 3. Bugs the hell out of me, but there you go. I never realized this is the Mousesack guy till I looked him up on the wiki. But the reason I brought up Mousesack was one of my Witcher 1 episodes suddenly is after getting a ton of views recently. Because it had Mousesack as its like subheading, and Mousesack appeared in the Witcher TV show recently, the Witcher Netflix show recently, and apparently I'm guessing that triggered a major interest in finding out about Mousesack. So, yeah, that's my guess anyway. So, yay. My dearest Master Sigvard, I've received your letter. I thus now know that you have a great many doubts regarding the contract I have offered you, and that you clearly suffer from gross misconceptions regarding the nature of a mercenary's trade, something which, given that this is a trade you yourself profess to practice, constitutes a highly puzzling unorthodox. So let me inform you that a mercenary is not paid for asking questions or listing reservations, but for performing a concrete task. This task was described in simple, unambiguous words. You are to capture Siren alive and bring her to me. If you will not perform this task, you are of no interest to me. As for why I need the Siren and what I intend to do with her, that should not be of any interest to you. If these conditions do not suit you, I am certain I'll find another man who will not refuse my coin. Count Button. You really should have refused this coin.
Heya.
Sometimes there's marks on the map where there's no question mark or anything, but there's still shit there. Like if you go over here, it's not that far out, I don't think. Somewhere over here you'll find a quest. A lass in the village south of that mountain range here lied that her uncle assaulted her. She completely made it up. And her brother was enraged and killed the man. And killing family members, regardless of reason, is a tie to the rocks offense. So you can free the guy or leave him there, and you can run into his sister there in the village. Sending out a dimeridium ore. Like, my god. It just, I know, it seems more common than I figured it would be.
Nahal in his eye. Ought to use it.